Hello, I'm Lloyd Jacobs. We're taping again this afternoon for a webcast that will air on Monday morning. And I'm once again delighted to be with you, to be with our campus community. I enjoy these occasions. I enjoy doing this, and I see it as a way to connect with the campus community. So thank you for watching. I've got a couple of guests here with me today, two to be exact, as you can see. One is Jennifer Schaefer, who is a member of the Professional Staff Council. And I think it's Jennifer's hope to ask me a couple of questions that might be relevant to that council. It'd be good. I welcome that in a minute. And the other guest is Sherry Moyer. Sherry is the director of our Center of Excellence in Autism. And I think it's her purpose to take a few minutes to advertise that program a little bit. It certainly deserves that. It's a great program, as I understand it. So Jennifer, why don't you start?
All right. Well, thank you for having us here today, Dr. Jacobs. One of the things that we've been working on with you and the senior leadership is the strategic plan. And I was just hoping you could share with us how we can be involved in that process and get it out to our fellow colleagues, alumni, and other people within the university.
Well, that's a great question. I don't know if you want me to go back over the history. We have a strategic plan. It was finalized in 2007. I hope that this recalibration, I like to say, of the strategic plan will be finished in 2010. So we'll call it Directions 2010. There are many ways that you can become involved, and I hope you do become involved. First of all, there's a reference on the home page, the UT home page, to both Twitter and Facebook connections, and that's a neat way to do it if that's in your area of liking. We are planning, and I'm sorry to say I don't have the exact dates, and when I say we, Jamie Bauer and Chuck Leonard are planning a big, very large, hundreds of people, sort of almost a convention in the late spring, and then another one aimed a little bit more at faculty members in the early fall when faculty members come back. So I would greatly appreciate your being there and being a part of that. And they'll conduct that in the way that those are often conducted, probably break up into small groups and struggle. There is almost finished a draft, an early draft, a highly preliminary draft of the recalibrated strategic plan, and that should be shortly.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you. And I'll definitely get the word out to our membership about that event. So thank you. And then also, I know last week you were one of our keynote speakers for the Outstanding Staff Awards that didn't necessarily just cover PSA, but it was the CWA, UTPPA, and ASME, and we just wanted to thank the senior leadership for taking the opportunity to recognize the hard work that everybody does on campus.
That was fun. Those staff awards it was a fun occasion. They are, of course, well-deserved. Those are the people represented by those groups seem to me to be some of the most important people in this university. If someone calls this university, they get one of those people. They are the face of the university. If there's an accident or if some other untoward event, the police are the face of this university. They make students welcome. They connect with our community. If the governor calls, Secretary of Energy calls, or whomever, it's almost always one of the people in those four groups picks up the phone and projects our image out to the community. They are tremendously important. And how we behave to one another is tremendously important. And I was really pleased to see the sense of sort of collegiality and cooperation, unity of purpose there on that afternoon. It was fun for me. I appreciated being there.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it was amazing. We nearly packed Scott Park Auditorium on a rainy day, so it was a great experience.
That's terrific. So, Sherry, what is the Center of Excellence in Autism? Where is it? What do they do?
Well, we're off to a great start. We're 2 months old at this point.
2 months.
2 months. So we are off to a great start. We have a very committed group of UT faculty and staff who are supporting our strategic planning process and helping to generate new projects and things for us to work on. And then, of course, we are also getting out into the community and participating in all of the initiatives going on locally. What we are really focused on is the lifespan of services and needs for people with autism. We really want to be known nationally as the people to talk to when you're looking at that transition from adolescence into adulthood.
That's a great project. Am I correct? Do I understand that the funding for this is from a federal program that Congresswoman Kaptur, who has been such an important contributor to the University of Toledo and to our community, was also involved in this the funding of this?
Yes.
So I would just add to your comments, again, a thanks to Congresswoman Kaptur. She's been so supportive of this community and this university. So where are you located?
My office is in Rupert Center in the lower level. I'm in the pediatric department.
Good.
So, and we're looking, you know, the idea is that the center will become freestanding at some point so that we can do service delivery or have other activities.
Do you have patients yet, or is that not ready?
No, it'd probably be closer to the fall before we get there. But we're on our way. We've had a very successful start with a couple of public presentations. We brought in an adult with autism. Her name is Judy Endo, and she came a couple of weeks. She was here the first week in April, and we had 160 people come to see her. A group of students, faculty, local parents, local advocates. She drew a tremendous amount of interest. And then in September, we're planning a one-day symposium in conjunction with the annual pediatric symposium.
Good.
So we have Dr. Martha Herbert from Harvard University and then Dr. Mohammed Ghazuddin from University of Michigan.
Terrific.
So we're looking very forward to that.
That's great. That's wonderful. Good. So how long have you been in this business? You're relatively new here at the University of Toledo, are you not?
I am 2 months old here also.
From?
Yes, I'm from
where?
Pennsylvania. I have a son who is, and if you ask me, you know, how long I've been in this business, I have a son who is 21 who has a form of autism.
So you've been in this business 21 years.
Yes, I have. I just didn't realize at the time. And our family went through many of the same struggles that continue today with diagnosis and appropriate interventions and programming.
What about research? I mean, there's just a lot of murkiness about the causes and the natural history and of this illness, this disease. Yes.
My favorite expression is there is no shortage of unplowed ground.
Yeah.
We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
There are several different departments on campus who are very excited about the idea of having an autism center, because they're maybe working in different disciplines, but they're finding things that they feel should be explored further.
I too am excited. That's great work. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Jennifer, more questions?
Well, actually, I kind of have a comment.
Okay.
I want to take off my professional staff council hat and put on my development director hat. Earlier this week, we kicked off the faculty staff campaign.
Oh, good.
And I do understand that these are rough times at the University of Toledo, and that the timing's not always great to kick off something like this. But this faculty staff campaign is so important to our institution. Faculty and staff get to support one or various funds, up to 1,800 different funds we have here at the university.
Wow, okay.
That support scholarships, endowments, progress funds for departments. And I just want to take the opportunity right now to invite you to participate in the faculty staff campaign for this year alongside myself, and hopefully you too, Sherry.
Absolutely.
I will, and I'll be delighted to do that. And you're right, these are difficult times. We've frequently spoken at these little tapings of how difficult these times are, and everyone that is watching next week will be aware that we have recently had some additional workforce downsizing, job abolishments, and that's painful and it's no fun. But it's always a season for altruism, and it's always uplifting to institutions and families like ours to do our very best, at least, to be a participant. So thank you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Good. Any last thoughts on autism? Sherry, you want to? Or you can ask questions too. It was not limited
That's
to
okay.
Jennifer.
That's all right. I think the biggest thing is that we need everybody at the university to know we're here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this will help with that.
Yes, I think it will. We seem to be doing pretty well getting the word out, but I appreciate the opportunity to be here just because of that. And we do have research. We have a research competition going on right now.
Good.
People should contact me directly if they would like a copy of the RFA. And the deadline for the letter of intent is May 15th.
Terrific.
So that would be something very timely that we could talk about.
Good. Well, listen, I enjoyed being with you, and as I said at the outset, I enjoy doing these little tapes on Friday afternoon, and Always wait the weekend eagerly to see what they look like.
Right.
And I also want to thank the audience on tuning into the webcast for doing that once again. This is a small way, to sort of bind us together as a community to create a sense of family, and so I really appreciate both of you being here. Now, members of the Professional Service Staff Council are going to be here again next week. Is that right?
I believe so.
But not you.
Not me.
Someone else.
Somebody
right?
new.
Someone new.
And I believe that our focus is going to be on student-centeredness. So we want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
And then also we'll mention our elections. We're ready for election season, so we're looking for new recruits. So
we'll see you or your colleagues next week.
Yes.
Great.
All right.
Thank you so very much for tuning in again. As I've mentioned now, I think 3 times, this is a lot of fun for me. I appreciate all of you who tune in and watch.